Hey there, Radioheads. Welcome to another episode of Radio KBE. I just wanted to do a quick update in regards to just last week. I was at Las Vegas Summer League attending the Sports Business Classroom um, program. I had been talking to a lot of the instructors prior to it, and they were very encouraging and said that I should attend it if I really wanted to sort of get into the basketball sports industry. I work in marketing and I've worked in marketing for like 10, 12 years. And so that's not, it's just something that I thought would be kind of a cool experience. And then also I get to attend Summer League games and just be in Vegas for a week. And so that's why there was a hiatus last week. I didn't post any video or any analysis, and my sort of presence on Twitter was a little bit more limited. I just wanted to say to all the instructors and stuff like that, they were very wonderful. The program is amazing. It is very cool to see who the scheduled speakers were, and we also had people who were not scheduled to speak that showed up. Uh, one of those being Jerry West. It was very interesting to hear how he talks about basketball, how he talks about the human element of basketball. It was interesting to learn from the folks that talk about draft stuff, and then also writers like Howard Beck, to learn about sort of what their process and stuff like that is moving, when navigating this space and stuff like that. So, you know, I went to it just kind of wanting to learn more stuff and gain more intel and stuff like that, and I did. And so it was a really wonderful program. At the same time, I got to attend the Vegas Summer League games, so I got a chance to sit around and watch our Summer League roster in live time. Not only Lakers, but other teams as well. And so that was a very cool experience too. At the same time, I also had some really good networking opportunities. I got a chance to sit down with fortunately, got a chance to sit down with a couple of assistant GMs, not Lakers related, and just kind of pick their brains as to how you sort of break into those sort of roles and front office roles and salary cap stuff and what sort of stuff brings value to those sort of roles. So I think that was a really amazing experience. I'd highly encourage anybody. It can be a little pricey, but I would highly encourage anybody who's interested. Not only do you get to sit in the program, you guys can also, this is one big ad for them, but not only get to sit in the program if you're really interested in learning about it, you get to attend summer league games. Hotel and all that stuff is covered, but you guys can look that up with sports business class and check into it if that's something that you're interested in. But that's why I wasn't here this past week. But I have a lot of stuff in my mind that I want to write about, that I want to talk about. And so I just want to give an update in regards to this channel. We're at over 450 subscribers, which is awesome. And I want to continue doing stuff both on video and I want to, especially after this experience at Summer League, I want to continue doing stuff on video and I want to continue doing stuff in writing format. So, as always, you guys have always, if you're liking, subscribing, sharing on Twitter, that's amazing. And I'm just going to continue to do that with this channel and with the newsletter that I have set up. That's in my Twitter bio and stuff like that. That being said, I'm not going to spend too much time on Twitter, just kind of sharing stuff in that manner. The way I see it, you guys have been awesome. And even the people who read the newsletter have been awesome. And it's very clear that there's a different audience. The people that are in the YouTube comments and the people that are reading the newsletter and then DMing me and we have further conversations, those are the people that like I'm really interested in talking to, like when it comes to basketball and stuff like that. It's doing stuff on Twitter and stuff like that just to have a bunch of people who aren't even paying attention to the conversation just to take the conversation elsewhere. It's just not enjoyable. And so and I don't think it's productive. So if you're already subscribed to this YouTube, you're in the right place. If you're subscribed to the newsletter, you've got both of the two places where I'm just going to start doing more writing and more analysis when it comes to this team, and then just see where it goes from there. And as always, the community's been awesome. Everybody that I read all the comments and stuff like that I get, and it's genuinely been an enjoyable experience. And As you guys know, Twitter is a very miserable place. Uh, Actually, shout out to a few folks that flagged me down. Again, like I just do it for fun. I'm just a regular person. Flagged me down, and then I just said, hi, hello to them. They're like, hey, I know you, follow you on Twitter or whatever. Like, it was very cool to meet people like that. Because real life is much better than discussing stuff behind, weird profiles and stuff like that on the internet. And we got to talk basketball, got to talk about summer league players and stuff like that. I got a chance to meet a lot of the writers that I engage with also at the same time. And, you know, writers for The Athletic, writers for smaller publications, and not LA writers. Like many of them were like from New Orleans, from Utah. Like they're really, really great folks outside of just the LA market and stuff like that. And you just kind of it's really interesting to learn just how things work on the back end, and then it's also really interesting just to meet people. And so one of the things that I want to sort of let everybody know that engages with the channel, watches the videos, is that this is where I'm going to start doing it more. Um, the hot take stuff, the quote tweeting and dunking on people on Twitter and stuff like that, it's just not enjoyable anymore. And it's not specific to just this season, but it's just you can tell now. Like it's very predictable to tell like that people are writing for reactions and people are writing for all that stuff. And it feels like to me like when it's not informational stuff, it's just to create an extreme reaction. So you'll read something and it's to create an extreme negative reaction or an extreme positive reaction, or just to encourage people to like tap into the level of negativity that they have, like the negative aspects of being a fan. So you get people being racist, um, you get people being like name calling, and it just goes in a weird direction, which I don't think is consistent with just how people behave in real life. Because everybody that I met in real life is really nice, and they really love the sport. And I get messages from people saying, "Hey, continue doing this because this is better than the stuff that we read and the analysis that we get and the stuff that comes." In some cases, it's just more balanced than just kind of the president, how national media covers the Lakers and stuff like that. So I'm gonna focus on that because it was recommended to me that I should continue to go in that direction, because that's the people that make decisions, they see that kind of stuff, and that's really what matters in the long term. So I just wanted to say, I was in summer league, so at SBC, so I didn't get a chance to do anything, but I have so many ideas for videos, summer league analysis on our players, and stuff like that I'm going to be pushing out this week now that I'm back. But I just wanted to say to anybody that reached out or that I got a chance to meet and stuff like that, um, thank you. It is very cool meeting people in real life that just love this team, love the sport, and they don't care for the noise and the nonsense. And I'm going to do more. I'm going to keep doing the videos, try to provide in depth, and I'm going to use that newsletter as a writing companion. The stuff that you hear me say that you don't want to go back and watch in the video, you'll find that in writing format. So you always have it, because you're dedicated to the Lakers or you're dedicated to the sport in that manner. So as always, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate all of the support that I get, all of the positive comments that I get. And this is where you'll get it. It won't be on Twitter. I'm not going to not be on there. It's still a valuable platform to share stuff, but it's too much noise, and I'm really looking forward to sharing more as we get closer and closer to the season. So I'll see you guys in the next video. It'll probably be a summer league analysis video on individual players, because we have a pretty good a pretty good core of summer league players that we can build on. So as always, if you can like, subscribe, share it with your friends, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, and I will continue to appreciate you, because that's what this sport is about: enjoying the game, being irritated by the game, enjoying the players, being irritated by the players. Nothing comes before the game, and that's really the most important part of it all. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and I appreciate the support. See you then.